Hey YouTube, it's Marita from the Nurse Lounge, and today we're going to continue our series, or my series, on my narcissistic marriage, my road to recovery. And today we're going to actually talk about financial abuse and what that meant for me. If you want to see what I'm talking about, stay tuned. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump right on in. Today we're talking about financial abuse and what the narcissist did and to basically cause that for us. And I've kind of alluded to it in other videos. And, you know, financial abuse is a form of domestic violence. So people don't realize when they think of domestic violence, they always think of physical abuse in terms of, you know, them hitting you or punching you or things like that, leaving bruises and marks and, you know, and broken bones or, you know, all those different things being abuse. But by definition, domestic abuse is actually physical, sexual, emotional, psychological, mental, emotional, all types of abuse fall under domestic violence. It's basically about a person's ability to have control over you and causing anguish, if you will, due to those situations. It's about power and control for the narcissist. So that's what they use in order to do that over you. And in our particular situation, we having children, and I was going to school 2 different times. And he knew, as an example, during the summertime, I'm a nurse educator. So during the summertime, I was part-time. So I did not work during the summertime. So we heavily depended on his income. And so as we speak right this minute, during the summer, again, I'm not really working that much because why? I am a nurse educator and school is out, as you know, and then even due to COVID situation, we were not doing clinicals like in the clinical setting. We were doing it online. So with that being said, I basically was not making as much money as I was. So therefore we depended heavily on his income, and he knew that. So what he would always do is money would be due to pay the rent or to pay the light bills or to pay whatever we needed to pay. And he would know that. And I would say things like, leave the money alone in the account because we need to pay the rent this month and it's coming out the account. I've already paid it, but it's coming out the account, let's say, in a couple of days. Because, you know, it's like a 2-day process. And lo and behold, he would always go and take the money out or take some money out. It'd be $200-$300 that he would take out, or go use his debit card and go make purchases that he could not return. And I don't know what he would do with the money. And so it would be things where we could not take care of the things that we needed to. He was so irresponsible. And the thing is, he did this on purpose. This is not a situation where it's not a situation where he would do this. Oh, I didn't know. I'm going to put, you know, he wouldn't even ask. We would try to do a budget. He wouldn't even ask, you know, what bills have to come out. He would just go take the money out regardless. And had no regard for what we needed to pay, the fact we needed food, the fact that I had bills already coming out. So everything would bounce, of course. And that would leave us in situations where our account was in a negative. It would leave us in situations where we were in overdraft, and then of course we had to pay the overdraft fees. And in addition to that, we had to pay whoever we bounced the check or the transaction with, rent, lights, whatever. We are now we owe them more money, plus the bill is late in itself. And he was one of those who he just did not care about that, because he knew that I was going to figure out a way in order to pay those bills. And that's a problem to me. So, you know, when you have a man or a significant other or a spouse or a family member who sabotages things like that, who basically financially abuses the situation, knowing you are heavily dependent upon them for whatever, this is what they actually do. And they harm you that way. So you may not see physical scars. You may not see bruises. You may not see anything like that. You won't see any bruises on me. If anybody gonna get beat up, it's gonna be him. But he knew how to control things when it comes to, I didn't have a way to make extra money quickly. Because again, I get paid once a month because I'm a nurse educator. And so, and then even still, it's not like I could go pick up more shifts at the hospital because why? COVID is going on right now and they don't need any extra staff. So we didn't even have that ability to go make the extra money. And even still, do I want to always go sign up for extra shift because he's taking money out the accounts and I can't pay my bills? No, I don't. Remember, I'm the one who was working 5 and 6 jobs at one point in time. Or if you don't know, I was working 4 and 5 and 6 jobs at one point in time where he was working his 1.5 jobs. And So even though I was making more money than him, our bills actually added up to that. And now that we are, I still have to pay the rent, the lights, and things like that. And now that we are separate, or he's no longer here, everything is on my own. He has decided, and this is still a way of financial abuse. He has decided he will not help pay for anything in the house. He has decided that he will not help pay for the kids. And mind you, he left on his own. He left completely on his own. He just walked out and left us probably about March, April. And this is what now, June. And so he walked out and completely left us, and he took all the money out the account. And he also went and got payday loans, and he purposely didn't pay them. So now they go to the joint account. In terms of, if you know about a payday loan, they will cash the check if you don't come pick it up and pay. And so therefore they cashed the check and they put it in the account, which means it was negative because we didn't have the money in there in the first place. But guess whose check's about to hit come in the next couple of days? Mine is. So guess who's going to pay for this payday loans that he took out? This $400 and something payday loan that he took out. My check's going to pay for it. And this happened last month as well. And my check paid for it then too. But I told him not to do that anymore. And guess what he did? He went back and did it yet again. So this month, once it clears it, because it is a joint account. So keep this in mind. Once it's a joint account. So it's in the negative right now. So when my money hits the account in a couple of days, it will clear the account, and whatever left over of that money, I will transfer into my personal account. And I'm actually going to the bank that day and see if I can either close the account or take my name off the account, because that way anything that happens is going to be on him, because I am not paying that anymore. And that way it'll be his problem at that point in time. But again, that is still financial abuse, because he knows I'm going to take care of those things, not because I choose to, but because of the fact that it's going to ruin my name because it's a joint account. So if I don't pay it off, because I know he won't, my name is going to be messed up. I can't get accounts. I can't go buy cars. I can't go buy houses. I can't buy things that you need when it comes to having pretty decent credit. So he don't care about any of that. It's me who cares about that. So that's why I said this is a problem for me. So I have to take care of it. Now, mind you, when we go to court for divorce and all that stuff, if I can get him to pay that back and put that in part of the decree, I'm going to do so. But when I tell you they are not good with money at all. They are not good with money at all. He himself spends money like it's burning him. And okay, you looking at somebody right now who loves to shop. Okay, I love to shop. So I'm talking about him, but at the same time, I'm not one who simply says, well, I save every dime, because I don't. But at the same time, I do have a 401k. I do have a savings, and I do pay my bills. And what's left of that money, if I want to splurge and buy me a new Louis Vuitton bag, then that's what I'm going to do. He was always jealous of the fact that I could go make purchases like that, and he could not. Well, if you only make in $10 an hour, and you choose not to do anything else with your life, then that's where you're going to be. So, I feel like he should be a provider. He should help pay the bills. He feels like he should be able to blow his money on whatever, and I take care of everything in the house and him and his bills. He wants me to be his mother, not his wife. And he wants those wife privileges, though. And, I don't do, I'm not going to be your mother and your wife. And frankly, I'm going to be neither of them at this point in time. So they are terrible with money. They are terrible with finances. Every time we would sit down and try to work out a budget, he would listen and everything. Yeah, let's do this, let's do that. But when time came for it to execute, he would not execute, and he'd still go back to the bank and take that money out the account and go buy a new phone with it, or go buy the kids a new game controller when the rent is due, or go buy the kids a new video game, which, they cost like $60 for a PS4 game when the rent is due. It's not so much to have I want my son to have a birthday present. Well, your son not going to have a roof if we don't pay these bills. So him being able to have a PS4 game and he don't have nowhere to play it because he can't play it in the car because that's the only place we're going to be able to live. I could not get that through his head. I could never get that through his head. We can always buy our kids more toys and games and things down the road. We can always do that. But finding shelter is more important. He had no idea in terms of, well, I don't know if he didn't have an idea or didn't care, or both. But how this works. You have to have shelter for your kids. You have to pay your bills. You have to do things like that. And he was not good at doing things like that. And again, left it up to me to take care of everything. And again, it was like having a child. It was like having a child. He was so bad with his money that I think he was driving. Actually, he was, because I just found out the other day that he got his license. He is someone who doesn't do things like, for instance, you know, when your license expires, you have to go get a new license. You have to take a picture. You have to go, you know, pay that, whatever it is, so that you have a regular license, a current license. He didn't do that. So at age 40, you have to get, or here in Tennessee, at age 40, you go get you a new license and a new picture. Okay. He didn't do that. Come to find out, his license was suspended, and he just got it cleared up since he's been gone. He got a new license and everything like that. So he's been driving illegal for years. He always does stuff like that, but he always sabotages, and he's not good with finances. And so it was abusive in the sense that I would take my money and try to help clear up his debt because he wasn't making enough just to keep his name good. And all he would do is go back and rack up that same debt again for somebody, either me or his mother at the time, to go rack up that same debt. And so I'm bringing you this information from my life of being married to a narcissist and what I've dealt with. And I hope you all can kind of take heed from some of this and see if you have some red flags in your family where you simply say, Now, just because somebody's not good with finances don't mean they're a narcissist. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that narcissists tend to have issues with financial abuse. They tend to be, and that's how he abused us. He abused us mentally, emotionally, and financially. He never has put hands on me or anything like that. So that's not, like I said, that's not an issue at all. But financially he has, because he knows I don't have it or I can't get it because I'm working or whatever, and I don't get paid until another month. But he gets paid every 2 weeks, and he would go take that money still and go take it out the bank and do whatever he want to do with it. And then we have nothing to show for it. We don't have any food for the kids. The lights are about to get cut off because, and then he's calling all these people to get extensions all the time when all you have to do is just pay the bill in the first place. Again, this is what my life has been like with a narcissist. I am at peace now. So thank you all for people who continue to support this series. I'm at peace now. Yes, I'm alone with the kids, but I have so much peace. It is so peaceful here. The energy in my house is different now. It's very positive. I am now taking control of my life, and I have power again. I no longer need him. I've changed the locks on my door. I've changed the locks on everything. He has no access to me in this house, and I am at peace. I can pay my bills now. I am able to take care of the things I need to take care of because I had to make a decision. It was time for him to go. And that is a big component. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video, or you found it insightful. I wouldn't say enjoy because that's not really the word I want to use. But hopefully you have found this video insightful. Someone had asked me to go ahead and mention, and I will mention it, plus I will list it in the comment box below, or description box below, who I listen to when it comes to narcissism and narcissistic abuse. So some of the people that I listen to on YouTube are Dr. Les Carter. I think Surviving Narcissism is his channel. Associate Direct, which is Quinn Holliday. I listen to him. Sarah Speaks. I listen to her. Pink Girl Teaches. I listen to her. Dr. Carmen Bryant. I love her channel as well. I listen to her. Hers is Dr. Carmen Bryant, Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. I listen to her every single time she posts a video. Actually, all these people, I pretty much listen to them every single time they post a video. And then the newest one that I have found is, I think his name is Hario Ovadatop, I think his name is. He has a channel that I just found, and I will list them all below, like I said, that I have found to be great help. I am not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a medical doctor. I am not a life coach. I'm not any of those things. I'm just here to share with you my experiences in being married to a narcissist. That's all I'm trying to do. And with all of those people, I can speak for, I know for Sarah Speaks, I know Pink Girl Teaches, I know Quinn Holliday at Associate Direct, I know Hario Ovadatop, and I know that Dr. Carmen Bryant, they all have endured being in relationships with people who are narcissists. So they may be, some of them may be licensed or whatever to do what they do. I'm not coming to come off that way. I'm not. I'm just here to share with you my experiences, what I'm going through. And they have some similar stories. And that's what made me realize that I'm truly married to a narcissist. Because people think of a narcissist like certain kinds of people. And yes, those people exist, and they're higher functioning narcissists that exist. But narcissism or narcissistic personality disorder, which is what I feel my husband has, he's not diagnosed. It takes, you have to go to a doctor to be diagnosed with that. But I can guarantee you, I know he checks off all the boxes on that spectrum. Okay, he checks them all off. And we all have narcissistic traits. We all have those times where we are selfish, we were self-absorbed, where it's all about us. Sometimes we play the victim. But majority of us know how to come out of that situation and be able to empathize and look at other people's situations for what they are. We also have the ability to love and to know and have a higher functioning and have a higher emotional intelligence IQ. He or they typically lack. They are very childlike, very childlike. And that is my husband to a T. Very childlike. And so with that being said, you know, those are people I listen to. I will list them below. Thank you for watching this video. Definitely follow me on IG. The handle will be up here, down here, up there, the banner, and in the description box. So you can easily find me over there. Over there's the Nurse Lounge over there as well. I just talk about nursing things. I just finished my doctoral journey myself. And I usually put supportive, inspirational memes and content over there to help my fellow nurses, students, or nurses, or just people who follow me kind of just basically stay motivated about life and keep it moving. That's basically what it's about over there. But definitely follow me over there. You'll definitely see more personal stuff over there because that's just where I put everything. And then stay tuned to the community tab section of my YouTube. I definitely post things usually on a every 2 to 3 days or a weekly basis just to keep you all motivated and inspired and basically tell you what's up and coming on future videos. So if you don't mind, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. The channel's growing. I'm so excited about that. But subscribe to the channel. I have content coming out almost every day for right now. It will slow down and change when my work schedule changes. But for now, I'm not really working that much. You know, when I do work, I'm working from home anyway. So I have plenty of time to make content. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let's chat in the comments. I love talking to you all. Until the next time, you all take care. Bye-bye.